The WNBA playoffs are set. The Dream clinched the 8th and final playoff spot, beat the Liberty in the regular season finale on Thursday in Atlanta. Will face the top-seeded Liberty again in the first round. Connecticut Sun clashing with Caitlyn Clark and the Indiana Fever. Mercury and the Lynx in the 2-7 matchup. And the two-time reigning champs, the Las Vegas Aces, in the 4-5 matchup against the Seattle Storm. First-round play begins on Sunday. And for more, welcome in CBS Sports WNBA writer Erica Ayala. Playoffs are set. The Dream clinched the final playoff spot. They beat the Liberty. What do they get, Erica? A first-round date with the top-seeded Liberty. Does Atlanta have enough to steal a game in New York and force this series back to their home floor?
It's going to be tough for Atlanta to beat the New York Liberty. They did get the win on the last night of the WNBA regular season. That being said, Breanna Stewart played about 16 minutes. One of their really great rookies, Leonie Fibich, only played 10 minutes. So I think we're going to see a very different look for the New York Liberty. They wanted to get some of their players rest. Courtney Vandersloot also got some rest, their point guard. And so I think it's going to be an uphill climb for Atlanta. I'm not expecting that series will go to 3 games.
All right. Liberty moving on. The Sun clinched the 3 seed. They're going to host rookie Caitlyn Clark and the Fever. Erica, you know there's going to be a lot of eyes on this series. How do you see this series playing out as Clark makes her playoff debut?
Well, this is going to take us back to Caitlyn Clark's first ever WNBA regular season game. I was there at Mohegan Sun Arena, and I will say this, Caitlyn Clark at the beginning of the season and Caitlyn Clark rounding out the end of her first year in the WNBA, almost night and day. She's been able to really adjust to the WNBA, and I think this series might be my favorite to go the distance, to go all 3 games, but I still give the Connecticut Sun the edge.
Caitlyn Clark's team has won 13 of 21 since starting 7-12. And the hype train is certainly going to continue to roll because the Fever are plus 150 series underdogs, the shortest odds of any higher-seeded team. Everyone chasing the 2-time reigning champs, the Las Vegas Aces, in the 4-5 matchup against the Seattle Storm. Presumptive MVP A'ja Wilson and the Aces trying to do something only one team has done in WNBA history. That's three-peat. It was the Houston Comets who won 4 in a row from 1997 to 2000. Erica, Las Vegas is an absolute wagon. Are you picking them, though, to win the WNBA title for a 3rd year in a row?
I'll say this. I'm definitely picking them in the first round, but I am not picking them to win the championship. I think we have a Liberty Lynx final, just the way things have gone for the whole season. And even though I am a New Yorker through and through, I gotta say what the Minnesota Lynx have been able to do on the defensive side of things really gives me a lot of confidence that they can go in strong in the playoffs. Not to mention that they have Cheryl Reeve as their bench boss, and she knows a little something about winning in the postseason.
All right, so you're going all chalk here. You're going 1 versus 2 for the WNBA title. Liberty and Lynx.
I think that's likely the matchup. What I really like about a lot of these matchups, even in the first round, is that there are going to be some competitive games. That being said, the way that Minnesota has played down the stretch, the way the New York Liberty has played throughout the season, I just think that they're going to reach an entirely different level. I add the Aces to that as well. Ultimately, though, I'm leaning on the consistency that we've seen, the depth that we've seen from the Lynx and the Liberty to get them to the championship series.
Who's winning it all then?
I am going to actually go with the Minnesota Lynx. They were able to beat the Liberty and the Connecticut Sun en route to gaining that 2nd seed. That was something that was definitely on their mind, very important, and they got the wins when they needed them. And that is exactly the mentality that you need going into the postseason. I like the Aces' momentum as well. In the regular season, they have the best record in a 10-game stretch going in, but I just really think the Minnesota Lynx have figured out how to play a defensively sound game like we see from the Connecticut Sun, but they shoot at a very high clip like we see the New York Liberty do, like we can see the Aces do. They're dangerous from the perimeter. They're kind of the whole package. And it's really, a fine-tooth comb you have to take to separate these teams when it comes to the playoffs. But I like the Lynx, and I think they like that no one's really expecting them to get to the final necessarily. So I think that's going to really motivate that that team as well.
Minnesota chasing its 5th WNBA championship. First round play begins on Sunday. Erica Ayala here on CBS Sports HQ. Erica, thanks. Always appreciate the conversation. Here's a look at the odds to win the WNBA title. Aces plus 260 to complete the three-peat. Only the top-seeded Liberty have shorter odds at plus 125. You heard Erica. She likes the Lynx plus 350. Hey, get it while it's hot right now. Some nice value as the Lynx chase their 5th WNBA title in franchise history.